Try to let the sand flea go. The bird takes it. There's the pomp sticker. Check them out on my website and Fish Gum. And we'll even do a shout out to Captain Ryan McKay, even though he's abandoned me to actually take a charter out today. But we're on the beach. We got a little action going in here. They're in there somewhere, but you can see that water is dirty. There's a big whiting. There's 2 whiting and a pompano in there. I got all my rods set up. Well, actually I got 4 or 5 set up. I just went and got all new line on them, so now they're casting super far on a day with some west wind, which is even bigger cast. This one I haven't put together. That one's still got to go together. Probably just going to fish the 5 rods. That one might just stop bounced. I only saw it out of the corner of my eye. We'll look back at the video. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Could have been a wave. Anyways, Joey Antonelli here, and I'm doing surf fishing. I wasn't going to make a video, but it seemed pretty slow. But a lot of times the slower days are kind of a little better for me making the videos, because I can kind of tell you more about what I'm doing. It's not as fast paced where I'm just trying to get as many pompano as possible. Although I'd love for things to take a swing and turn that way, but with the dirtier water, I don't think that's the case. I know there's cleaner water around, but I'm just going for a nice relaxing day of fishing and not gonna be moving around. I'm fishing here, hanging out, maybe have some friends join me, and we got the rods out. The Tsunami Shield 6000 on my Airwave and Trophy Series surf rods. 12 footers on both of them. And the bait of choice, yeah, we got shells washing up too. We haven't had shells in a while where I've been fishing. Bait of choice is these guys, the sand fleas. Yeah, he's on there. You want to reel a fish in? Gonna let him reel one in. Let's see what we got. Come on. Come on, come on. Real heavy fish. Could be a bonnet head too though. It could be just keeping its nose down. No, it looks like a nice whiting. Nice whiting. We'll take it. Now this is what I was talking about, where it's kind of nice when it's a little slower. I can take the time to show you the fish. I'm not all set on trying to catch fish and sell them right now. Just kind of fishing for fun. That's whiting. It's the other white meat. That's a nice one too. On an orange float. Little SaltX circle hook. Got him right there in the corner on the other side. That's it. Taking him over to the bucket. Just did a little video with him on the phone. Able to, oh, that's not good. Stay in the bucket. And I keep using this other bucket to add water to here to try to keep him alive till I want to go put him up in the ice. But we need to get that one back out too. Let's get some more fish gum going. I'm just using little pieces of fish gum with sand fleas. So that'll get me going. I'll put that little chunks of fish gum on the dropper rig with a couple sand fleas. This one, you can see I actually had my lead get bit off by something on the way in, so I retied a lead real short. We're just throwing that one nice and close. See if there's any big whitings in the trough, or maybe a drum or a sheepy even. Set it up in the rod holder, make sure the drag's loose enough so it doesn't go swimming. And then we're gonna go over this one. Check this one. I haven't checked this one in a little while. Oh, there's something on there. Yep, something's on it. Something's sitting on it. Weird. Maybe, I don't know. Could have just been the way the wave pulled right when I picked up the rod. But if there is something on there, it doesn't feel giant. See if it changes once it hits the trough. Oh, it is nice having that new fresh line on here. Everything's just so much smoother. Yeah, there's definitely a little something on there. Very little something. Is that a croaker? Oh man, I'm kind of tempted to put him back out. I don't really have the tackle down with me though to do that. So we'll let him swim away. Check this one while we're going down the line. Yep, little something tapping. Could be a school of croakers coming through. Or spots. Everyone corrects me and says they're not croakers, they're spots. They are a croaker, they're a type of croaker. I call them spots, Mizuki croakers. That's about it. But they're my favorite snook bait on the beach. This feels like it could be the same thing, and this rod actually wasn't pretty close. Oh, it's not even hooked up. Something was tapping it though. There we go. Just wait for that little tap on the rod tip. I can't believe we're getting so many fish for how dirty it is. I mean, we're not killing it by any means, but at least enough to have some fun. Just keeping them coming in steady. I think it's gonna be a whiting fest today. Maybe we'll get a bunch of them. Maybe we'll go drop some whiting off at Direct Seafood. Not like I'm making a bunch of money doing it, but I enjoy being out here. I enjoy making the videos, getting a little bit of fish to eat. If I get a few bucks as bonus, look at that. Another whiting. Nice convenient whiting too. He was right next to the bucket. Usually have my de-hooker on here. Let's see. Doubt he'll stay in the bucket. There he goes. Now we need to pop this back in the rod holder. We'll get fresh fleas and fish gum on everything. Feels like we got us another one. The orange line I'm throwing out a little further. I'm casting the white line in a little closer, and I'm definitely getting more hits further out right now. Another spot. Spot croaker. Last rod was slack. It's got a little something. Another whiting. There we go. Back in the fishing room. Let's get the camera going. A little outro to the video. Now, whiting versus pompano. Pompano I will pick every time. I love catching pompano. I like eating them. They're a fun fish. They're a great fight. They take a little more skill and a little bit tougher of a fight. But if I could only eat one fish, I would pick the whiting. I get kind of over the pompano. They are very good, and I'm sure this is going to be the unpopular opinion, but I like to catch pompano. I like to eat whiting. Now, I sell the pompano usually, and we'll eat a couple whiting. I'll sell them too, but they're a great eating fish. Unlike one good-sized pompano, which would be plenty for one person, whiting you're really going to need, even if they're good size, you're really going to need 2 or 3 of them if they're good-sized fish. But they're a lot of fun to catch. A lot of times they can be closer in. It's a blast for everyone to do. I think I ended up with 2 pompano and I think like 10 or 12 whiting, something like that. But a lot of fun. Get on out there. Surf season will still be firing off for another couple months. I got all the tackle that I use in all the descriptions. It's those Airwave rods, those Trophy 2 rods, both by Tsunami, and my Tsunami 6000 shields. Now the biggest thing I can say is get a big surf rod, get a reel you can cast far, meaning some fairly light line, and check out my rigs that I use, or try a bunch from the store and just get creative, start making them. I've done a lot of videos on it. This video I didn't really go over the rig in too much detail, but my top hook, I use a float. Bottom hook, I don't. I fish 3 hooks, so sometimes in the middle, sometimes I have a float, sometimes I don't. But that's it right now. Take a quick look at the skulls, and we're out.